This honey whiskey smoked Serrano hot sauce is the best non-fermented hot sauce I have made to date. I had these Serrano peppers soaking in that honey whiskey for 24 hours. They have such a beautiful, just unique flavor. The whiskey itself is spicy. You could drink it just as is, but I'm gonna end up reducing it, burning off the alcohol, making a sauce. Before we put the Serrano peppers on there, I put a tri-tip on the smoker. We're gonna do the smoky reverse sear on that. That's gonna go beautifully with this sauce. First, we need to soak the Serrano peppers in this honey whiskey. I have 25 fresh Serrano peppers. First thing you need to do to the peppers is give them a quick rinse under cold running water. Take the stems off and cut the peppers in half. With each pepper, I'm making sure that the insides are nice and fresh. Nothing's rotten, nothing's moldy. They look beautiful to me. Next, we need to put all those halved Serrano peppers into a jar. Now grab your honey whiskey and pour in enough to cover the peppers. In this recipe, it worked out to be about 1.5 cups. Now put a lid on the jar and place your peppers on the countertop to soak for 24 hours. First thing I want to do is actually give a little taste to one of these peppers, man. Dude, the whiskey itself smells incredible. Loft off a little piece of this pepper. It's a honey whiskey, so the pepper itself has a slight hit of honey. You can taste the alcohol in it, which is going to get burned off when these peppers get smoked. Those peppers are fantastically flavored, dude. They took on that honey that was in the whiskey. Smoking it and making a sauce is going to be so freaking amazing, man. And then we're going to smoke them. They're going to have even more great flavor, yeah? So I'm going to let these peppers drain for a minute. I have 8 garlic cloves right here that we're also going to put on the smoker. I'm going to hold the temperature about 200 degrees, kind of go low and slow kind of smoke. And I'm going to let them go for about an hour. I really just want the ingredients to be softened. I don't want them to be dried out, just soft, yeah? So we can blend it, make the sauce, okay? The flavor on these peppers is just so good, man. Tri-tip that's been smoking, it's at 125 degrees right now, so we're going to yank it off the smoker and then just let it rest. Smoker's running about 225 right now, so that's a perfect temperature on that. So you could do this with any kind of peppers. You could do habaneros, ghost peppers, jalapeno, cayenne peppers, whatever it is that you have on hand. Put it on the smoker for about 45 minutes to an hour. Just want them to be soft so you can blend it up and make a nice smooth sauce, yeah? Tri-tip, gonna let that rest for about 30 minutes. Give it a hot, hard sear. Let it rest for another 20, and then we can kind of just combine everything together. It's gonna be freaking banging. With the whiskey, I'm gonna go grab a little stock pot and bring it up to a simmer and let it simmer until it reduces to about 1/4 of its volume with a little bit of black peppercorns with some cumin. Then we're gonna add some sherry vinegar to that, and then that's gonna be the liquid for blending up the sauce. Right out of my garden, fresh mint. It's gonna go right into this whiskey. Mint. Kind of put in 2 tablespoons worth of peppercorn medley. I'm gonna go super heavy on the cumin. I use cumin a lot in my hot sauces. Just about every hot sauce that I make has cumin in it, just because it works really well. 2 teaspoons on the cumin. Bring it up to a boil, reduce the heat, simmer it until it reduces to about 1/4 of its volume. There's no reason to be igniting the alcohol. It's gonna burn off as this comes up to a simmer. Just gonna let this mint steep in there basically for about like 5 minutes. That's all you need. This is probably one of those projects that you wanna do outside, because it's putting off some fumes in there. You're soaking hot peppers in a liquid and you're simmering it. All those fumes are gonna go in the air and make you cough, okay? If you don't wanna do this outside, then if you do it inside in the kitchen, make sure you have your hood vent on. If you have a kitchen window, open that up. If you have a fan, just kind of have it blowing out towards the window. As soon as this comes up to a boil, reduce the heat, and then you just wanna simmer it for about 10 minutes. And we wanna taste this whiskey, see how it's doing. It smells good, has a nice spice to it. The mint comes through. It's nice and spicy. It's gonna be a really good base for that sauce. Nice and chill day, dude. This is such a perfect, beautiful day. No wind, it's hot. I love it, just like this. Can't ask for a better day to smoke, really. When it's nice and calm outside, the smoker just hums along so nicely, dude. I wish it could just be like this all the time, but enjoy it while we can, dude. After this whiskey has had time to reduce, I'm gonna add probably about 1/2 cup of this sherry vinegar. That's gonna be the acidic factor in the sauce, because we want this to have a low enough pH that it's gonna stay good for quite a long while, Peppers are nice and soft. They have a nice color to them. Garlic softened. It's beautiful. Good. Peppers have a really nice smoky Smell to them, they're softened up. You can smell that honey whiskey right on them, dude. Gotta be careful when you're smoking peppers too. If you do, you don't want to let them go too long, otherwise they'll get dried out. You want to have just enough liquid to just barely cover the ingredients. It's always easier to add more liquid than it is to have to put the sauce back on heat and reduce it if you end up adding too much liquid on accident. Just barely enough liquid, kind of see where everything's at. These peppers are a little on the drier side, being that they were smoked. Rip it on high. Looks like a pretty good consistency to me, man. And we're gonna reverse sear this tri-tip too. So I wanna get this pan heated up until it's like literally smoking. I wanna get a really hard, hot sear on it. It's already at temperature 125, and then hot searing is gonna bring it to 130. Strain it out. I like having a smooth sauce. Depending on your quality of your blender, sauce smoothness preferences, you could skip this step or not. You gotta obviously bulk this recipe up. I'm just doing like a really small batch. Smells really, really good. That honey whiskey is really coming through, which is exactly what I wanted. Mesh strainer, just straining the sauce out. Don't throw this pulp away, dude. You can dry this out, grind it up in a spice grinder, and mix in some salt. Homemade seasoned salt right there, buddy. Good stuff. Which is exactly what I'm gonna do later. The consistency on it is perfect, man. I really, really like this. Beautiful color on it. This would be really good with red Serranos. Ripened jalapenos, ghost peppers, Carolina Reapers, habaneros, whatever it is that you have. Whatever it is that you want. Any peppers takes on smoke really well. Ooh. Little taste on the spoon. That honey whiskey really comes through. Smoky, spicy, has a really fantastic flavor. That vinegar, dude, it gives it acidity, but it's nice and smooth. Oil. Whoa! Nice hot sear on there, man. As hot as your pan will go, nice and smoky. Really quick sear on one side. Probably about a minute per side. I just want to get a good color on it. Still nice and rare. Probably be about medium rare by the time we're done. Has a beautiful like Maillard crust on there, which is what I want. Kill the heat. You can sear the sides if you want. Let this rest for another like 10 minutes. Smoker still has a good amount of heat to it, so I want to utilize it. I'll dry out this pulp on the smoker. The smoker's sitting about like 225, so it'll remain hot for about another hour. So I want to utilize that and dry out this pulp so we can make a seasoned salt with it. And that has like those cumin seeds in there, has the peppercorn medley seeds in there, the dried pulp, honey whiskey smoked Serrano peppers. Smear it flat on the pan, let it sit in the smoker, and let it cool down with the smoker, right? It should be long enough that this is gonna dry it out completely, and it's gonna give it good flavor. Nice thin layer. Put it on the smoker, farthest away from the firebox. I'm gonna let that pulp cool down with the smoker. By that time, the pulp should be completely dried out, and we can grind it up and mix it with some fine sea salt. Banging homemade seasoned salt right there. Yes. Plus, you get the satisfaction of making it yourself. Smells beautifully smoky. I love it. Gotta hurry up. I want to get to the farmer's market before they close. Got about an hour. Little kids, go. That has a pretty amazing looking smoke ring on it. Not bad for slapping something together real quick. Little dab of that hot sauce. Honey whiskey soaked smoked Serrano pepper hot sauce. Oh my god. Really, really good flavor. Honey whiskey gives it a really nice, like just sweet flavor profile on there. less than acidic, but it's smooth. Jack Daniels has this honey whiskey that they make, an apple whiskey, a cinnamon whiskey, kind of just play around with it. I really like this because it gives it like a really nice, like sweet, spicy, smoky flavor profile, which is just one of my favorite flavors out there that there is. So as always, I'll have the recipe in the description for you. This one is a freaking banger of a hot sauce to it. This has flavor, sweet, a little bit of salty, a little bit of acidic, it's smoky, it's spicy, it is freaking amazing.